Louisiana beer reviews. Utenos beer, pasteurized, brewed in Lithuania. Utenos was introduced in Soviet Union, which Lithuania was part of until 1990-91. In 1977, it's 5% alcohol. It's a premium lager, they say, and it's a Carlsberg brand for the last few years. Gets a poor rating on Beer Advocate, no shock there. Bros say it's poor, 9 out of 100 rate beer, but a 70 out of 100 for the stout European lager. Nice bottle here. I notice Miller's going toward this sort of shape, this Baltica, Eastern European shape bottle. It says crystal clear water from 615 feet down. That's a deep well. Selected barley malt, selected malt premium hop products, which is probably malt hop extract. It says they're proud of the beer, whatever. Okay. Let's see. It's got some little medals on here, but they don't really make any sense to me. 16.9 ounce bottle. It's got a pull tab bottle cap, which is kind of neat. Made a nice little hiss. Wouldn't mind seeing these come out in the United States. A little easier to pull off than a twist cap. And plus then you can, well, I was going to say you could reuse the bottle for homebrewing, but you'd have to have a cap that would go back on there, so never mind that. Okay, a lot of smoke. Lithuania. That country was part of Russia, the Russian Empire, until 1918. They broke away and got their independence, but then Russia invaded them in 1940 and didn't let them go until 1991 when the Russian Soviet Union Empire collapsed. Okay, medium to thick, soapy white head and a clear straw appearance, very bubbly. It looks like a lager beer, and I noticed there are lots of little white specks floating about, which you're going to see in most beers, even if they're filtered. Alright, let's check out the aroma. I've never had this before. Good, no skunk. Even though it's a clear bottle, no skunk. I bought this at Montgomery Plaza Liquors in Catonsville, Maryland on US Highway 40, and they must be careful about protecting the beer, although I did just pull it out of the cooler, which was exposed to fluorescent light, so it might just be luck. It's got a sweet breadiness, but you really pick up like a sharpness to it, almost like a spice, a peppery, like a black pepper. It's hard to describe. I know that's not what it is, but it's different. Yeah, I like that sharp aroma. Could be a mineral in the water, I don't know. Anyway, it's the kind of thing you'd really have to get one on your own and try it. I think this bottle was $2 and something. Maybe, I still have my receipt somewhere. Something like that. It wasn't expensive. The taste. I saw Terry K doing a joint review with David Dowling, and they were raving about it. The taste is very grainy, vegetable. It's like a cooked vegetable flavor. And it reminds me so much of Miller High Life, which is making me think this must use some kind of corn, or as they say in Europe, maize. I think it uses barley malt and maize and hop extract. Because it doesn't claim to be non-adjunct, it says selected malt. But I'm sure the corn is unmalted. It might be corn syrup. I don't know. It's got a little bitterness there, kind of a malt liquor cloyingness, really, even though it's only 5%, same as Budweiser. It's so different than Budweiser. The Budweiser has that, they use that polished rice, and it gives it that flintiness, and that Budweiser is such a distinct flavor. You can really pick up the rice, and it gives it that crispness, and it just reminds me of steamed rice in a bowl. This is much more like Miller High Life, but it's not the same. I'm saying it reminds me of it. It doesn't taste like the same as Miller High Life, except for that cooked vegetable flavor. This one's hard to figure out. Yeah, no, it doesn't have as strong of a sweet, cloying taste as your as Magnum malt liquor or Mickey's, but it kind of reminds me of that also. If this was 5.6%, yeah, it would probably really taste like Mickey's. So it almost tastes like a lighter version of Mickey's fine malt liquor or Magnum, and both of those have the same specs, by the way, which is odd. It's not really as good as Budweiser or Miller High Life. I don't think it's enjoyable. It has a strange undertaste in a way. I don't know how to describe it. Almost like a got a lot of carbonation. Almost like a some kind of resin, some kind of not glue, but a resin. I don't know. It's hard to describe. It's not bad though. I mean, I could drink it and be happy with it more or less, but there's a lot more things I would reach for. A lot more things. Like Carling Black Label or Milwaukee's Best or Keystone Premium. Those are lighter. They're not 5%. Or Budweiser or Miller High Life. This is really a dog compared to Miller Genuine Draft. I'm gonna give it one more sip. I'm trying to be cool with it, but it ain't really being cool with me. It's not skunk, so I can't blame the light. I mean, you get Carlsberg beer from Denmark. It's so much better than this. It even has kind of a funny undertaste, like a... Oh, man. I'm gonna give it a C-. It's like low average. It's not really too good. So, if you see it, my advice would be don't buy it. Y'all did a bad job with this one, Carlsberg. Utenos, that means not too terrific. That's what that means in Lithuanian. Not very good. And I'm going to end this review by saying, y'all come on down to southeastern Louisiana.